What's good? What's good? What's good? It's your boy John Q coming at you with my first ride and my first impressions of Leo PEV's Apex Hyper Scooter. There's a whole lot to be said, and I'll say it through multiple videos in the future. But for now, I just want to give you guys my first impression after unboxing and riding the Apex Hyper Scooter for the first time. I'm not going to get into all the drama about things that transpired in the past, etc., or any of the social media hype surrounding the Apex. I'll allow you to do that. But for now, I just want to give you my first impressions so that you can get a general idea of what you're getting if you choose to go the route of purchasing the Apex Hyper Scooter, and what my first impressions of it was after I had a ride. So let's get into it. First, I guess let me start with a general disclaimer. I'm not a paid affiliate of Leo PEV. No one has promised me any special favors to do this video, nor do I make videos for monetary or marketing purposes. I mean, from day one, over 4 years ago, after discovering the therapeutic value of riding my PEVs, I promoted a variety of PEVs and related products for absolutely free as my way of paying forward, the therapeutic value of the PEV experience for me or for others whom I may share my experience with. Also, this video is a dedication to all my fellow PEV riders who were on the Ryan Motors back orders list. It's my hope that this video will inspire real hyper scooter enthusiasts to purchase the Apex and stand with Matt Hoover and Leo PEV as he embarks on the journey of bringing a new level of innovation and vision to the PE community, with more amazing products made right here in the USA. I also hope more established distributors will get on board and give Leo PEV their support as well. That being said, I'm going to jump right into some of my first impressions. Out the gate, everything came packaged perfectly well, and there were no damages to the scooter, no scratches. All the carbon fiber was beautiful. The Magura T brakes, everything was like perfect right out of the box. And I'd just like to say also special thanks to Matt Hoover for withstanding the storms of several PR nightmares to bring the Apex Hyper Scooter to the PEV community. I honestly believe that Leo PEV will go on to create even more amazing products that will revolutionize the PEV industry and leave all the haters in the dust. That's just my personal opinion. And don't get it twisted. Gall Thomas and quite a few more genius minds are all entwined in the visionary evolution and design of the Apex. I don't know the whole background story. I can only speak on the parts that inspired me on my path of PEV therapy, for PTSD. So if I don't call out the names of some of the major players who played a part in bringing the Apex to the market, feel free to include yourself in the comments of this video. This video is just my own therapeutic acknowledgement of how the Apex has ushered in the ultimate climax of my PEV experience on a level that transcends every emotional inspiration that I was seeking to feel within this amazing journey of PEV therapy, is what I like to call it. And here in this video, I had taken a short ride down the road from my home. This is right after my unboxing, and I actually ran into a funeral procession. But I wasn't thinking that at first. I was thinking like, wow, I just got on the road with the Apex and I already got a line of cops following me. But, that was funny to me. It was very funny. So let's get right into my first impressions. Like, I'm going to say this, and this is being straight up. If you're a person that doesn't take a whole lot of pride in being physically fit to ride a hyper scooter, and when I say hyper scooter, I mean a scooter that goes really fast and that has a lot of power, and that requires you to have discipline as well as physical conditioning that will allow you to balance yourself during high speed launches. Here you see basic things like me doing that forward lean to prevent that front tire spin out. I didn't get spin out, of course, because I've been riding long enough to know that once the settings are good, and I don't know what all the settings are right here on this Apex, but I do know that this machine, it has the ability to propel you so fast that you just won't be able to control or hold it if you've never ridden it before. And this represents the first scooter that I've ever ridden with a skinny or tiny pole system for steering. Because I'm used to the massive thick pole on the thick steering column of the Dualtron X2, and also the column on the eMove Roadster is much thicker than this collar. So it takes a bit of a learning curve to pretty much learn how to ride this machine in a balanced way, so that you don't get speed wobbles if you try to go over 30-40 miles per hour. And I've been riding it now for about 3-4 days continuously to find that sweet spot, and I haven't quite found it yet, but I'm doing things like reducing a little bit of the air out of the tires, because right now I have the tires at their maximum PSI, which is 32 PSI, and I also have my RockShox set at its stiffest setting, which doesn't really give me any rebound whatsoever whenever I hit imperfect spots in the road that would cause that normally would cause the tires to bounce a little bit with a more bouncy shock system. And my first impressions when riding this machine is that this machine is extremely powerful. I mean, the speed in which it propels you when you get down on the throttle for the first time will definitely surprise you. And then the lightweight frame on the Apex, it will definitely surprise the average rider. I'm used to riding scooters over 100 pounds. I've started with the Wolf Warrior, which was over 100 pounds. Then I came to the Dualtron X2, which is well over 100 pounds, and now with the eMove Roadster, that it's over 100 pounds as well. So this represents the first scooter that is actually under 100 pounds for me. So I realized that it would require a learning curve for sure. And then another thing that I gathered from my first impression is that, man, these brand new Tronic X12 vest-based speed controllers that are mounted to either side of the front of the frame and encased in that exquisite CNC heat sink with those Infineon TOLT mosfets, man, those things are powerful. I've never ridden anything like that in the market. I don't have an extensive or long-range knowledge of everything that's in the market, but I know that this is the most powerful machine that I've ever ridden. I mean, and I'm not going to sit here and try to compare the Apex with like the eMove Roadster or even the Dualtron X2, because I only talk about the scooters I ride and the scooters that I own. But these controllers, they have 100.8 volt nominal input and can generate up to 300 amps, 400 peak each, commanding a tremendous amount of power exceeding 30 kilowatts. And that, that equates to around 40 horsepower. And I know for 100% certainty that I've never ridden anything this powerful before. And my first impression was to really, really take it slow. But because of the gradual progression of power that I experienced whenever I got down on the throttle, it made me want to, push it just a little bit more and be a little bit more, risky when it comes to challenging myself on how fast I can ride it without having all the knowledge that I need to on that sweet riding spot. But overall, my first impression is that this machine is going to be a game changer.